So recently I got COVID. So I had a few of you message me who are on the email list, and you're like, Chewy, I have not seen an email, I've not seen a video from you. Where the hell are you? Like, is everything all right? And for those of you that messaged me, I told you I had COVID, and so I got COVID at the time of filming this, over a week ago, well over a week ago. And I figured I'd tell you guys how it went, because I'm sure you're probably curious if you're watching this. I'm giving you the timeline. About a month ago, I had an upper respiratory infection. Not COVID, just an upper respiratory thing. It's been going around. A couple of my students that work in the ICUs as nurses, they were telling me that they're having this weird upper respiratory infection season that isn't necessarily COVID. It's strange. Things like RSV in kids and everything else. So it's been very odd. It's a lot more volume than what they're used to at this time of year in the summer. And so after I got over that upper respiratory thing, I was traveling, doing some work, and then I immediately had a jiu-jitsu camp that I held here at my gym and at my house. And it's 3 days of like being on and like pushing myself. And the next week, I just felt off. Now, I figured personally that like being off was from just giving a lot of energy away. A lot of times after seminars and things like that I do, I'm sort of taxed for a little bit, and I have to sort of get some solitude. Solitude is how I tend to recharge my batteries, so to speak. And so I was just like, I need to get a little time by myself. And towards the end of the week, I started to feel better. And then Friday hit me, and holy moly. Friday hit me, and it was like, we just finished dinner at night. We were watching a movie, Jess and I, and all of a sudden, I couldn't taste or smell. I had a dry cough that came on that had been kind of lingering there for about a day, but it really came on. Started getting like fever and chills and all that stuff, and it was just like, uh-oh, it's there, it's COVID, right? Especially the taste and the smell. And I couldn't sleep a wink that night. I remember I laid in bed till like my fever broke around 2, and then I couldn't get to sleep. I was so nervous because I'm not sure how's this whole thing going to work, because you just don't know. The virus scene tends to sort of show itself in different ways to different people. Saturday I felt a little bit better, and then by Sunday I felt a good deal better, and by Monday I felt fine. A little bit of cough, and you can still hear me. This is about a week out now, and I'm kind of nasally. Other than that, there's really no issues anymore. And today I'm going to try to do my first workout. I'm going to see how that goes. I'll let you know how that goes, but I'm going to try my first workout today and see how I feel. Yeah, it kicked my ass for about 48 hours, and then afterwards I was pretty much okay. It was a very strange illness, because a lot of times with like the upper respiratory stuff, it lingered around for a longer time. This one just came on really hard and heavy. Everything from fatigue and brain fog and dry cough and all that stuff to it was kind of gone as quick as it went. And my smell's coming back now. I've been doing, I don't know if it's helping or not, but I've been doing smell therapy. So I've got all these different essential oils and things like that, and I'm sniffing them to try to get the different scents, to get my body or get my brain to like sort of remember what these things smell like. And I also, have got my taste back. And one of the things that I did, and I don't know if this kind of stuff helped all that much, but during the worst part of it, I was still, taking my vitamins, of course. But I was also forcing myself to eat, especially eat good food like eggs, like whole eggs, and grass-fed beef and stuff like that. And eating was so strange. If any of you guys had that sort of the taste thing, if you had it where you couldn't taste anything, it's so strange, so bizarre. But I forced myself to do it because I was like, I need the vitamins, and that's that. So, for the most part, just got some rest, took vitamins, ate food, kept my fluids good the whole time, and I'm luckily enough, I'm young and healthy, so it wasn't too bad. But that was my experience with it. So I am going to get ready to go get a lift in, and we'll see how this goes. I'm hoping it goes all right. I feel pretty good. I've been doing a lot of walks. Jess and I, we have a few acres here at the house, and so we're able to, like, during the days when I felt better, we would just go for like long walks around the property and just kind of enjoy being outside a little bit. I feel like my tan's gotten a little bit better because I've just at least been able to go outside and walk around out there by myself and get some sun and get some vitamin D and everything else. But yeah, that's my experience. So now I'm gonna go get a lift in, and we'll see how that goes. So what I've decided to do is I'm doing a upper body day kind of thing. So push pull, I'm gonna do some pressing and some pulling. I just did my sort of maintenance on my body, my pull parts and everything else, and things that I use to loosen up certain tight muscles on me. I can definitely feel it a little bit. I did some sets with 60 pounds, and usually with the dumbbells, it doesn't really feel heavy until I'm at with incline pressing, until I'm at least usually 80 pounds or so. And so today is ooh, I can feel that I'm a little bit weaker. And so I'm bringing the weight down and just trying to focus on good, consistent movement. So far, so good. I'm not having any trouble with the struggling to breathe or anything like that. Obviously, I'm out of breath after doing a set of 10 reps, but I'm not more so than usual, so that's good. So we'll see how I feel throughout the rest of this workout as I take you guys through it. So in the lat pull downs, I'm at about 154 right now, 154 pounds on the pull before it got kind of heavy, and that's where I'm gonna work today. Still a little bit weaker than normal, but not bad, 1 week after COVID. Something you guys can do, sometimes if you're not feeling super strong, but you wanna get something out of it, I'm gonna do some of this work a little bit later on in the workout, but you can put a higher emphasis on the eccentric portions of the lift. You can also do this if you don't have a lot of weight to work with. So for instance, last year during the quarantines, I would sometimes do workout from home, and I don't have a ton of weight there, so I would use the weight, and I would put a lot of focus on the eccentric portions. So for instance, this would be, as an example, if you're doing a squat of some sort, it doesn't matter really the squat, just some sort of squat, slow down on the portion where you're dropping, right? If you're doing a bench press, we're slowing down while we're coming down with the weight. If we're doing like a lat raise like this, it would actually be slowing down as we're beginning to let the weight come back up. But that can be really useful because you can really stimulate the muscle without using a ton of weight. And then something else I'm doing right now, because my body is a little bit weaker than normal, I'm extending the rest period. So typically I keep my rest periods pretty tight. I don't give myself too much time to rest. I'm not really lifting for ultimate power, right? So I'm keeping my rest intervals a bit short. I'm extending those out just a little bit, just to give myself a little bit more time to recover in between the lifts, so I don't poop myself out too much. So first lift after having COVID is done. Feel pretty good. I was worried. I was gonna come in and be really beat up, but it was okay. Like I said, I was a little weaker. I ended up doing the chest presses, lat rows, and then I ended up doing some basically more upper back shoulder work, and then a little bit of arm stuff towards the end, just to kind of get a good sweat in. And then tomorrow's Sunday. I'm not gonna do anything except for maybe a little bit of a light bike workout. So one of the things coming out of this that I decided was that I used to be really good about this, and I got bad about it, where Sunday used to be my rest day. It's always my rest day. And recently, it's become another really hard training session day, another hard workout day. And I think I'm gonna draw that back again to where that becomes my rest day, my hard and fast rest day. I might rest more throughout the week, but if nothing else, I always get my Sunday. And so I need to make sure that stays there. So tomorrow, I'm starting with my boundary drawing and making sure that happens. And so making sure I get my rest days in too. And during this workout, I went ahead also and did some biking towards the end. I just wanted to see. So I got my heart rate up to about 150, and was just curious what that would feel like. And then I got off the bike, gave it about a minute, slowed my breathing down, and I was back to around 90 beats per second. So 90 beats per minute rather. 90 beats per second would be pretty damn fast. 90 beats per minute, which is pretty good. So I went from 150, feeling pretty, huffing and puffing a little bit, and then bringing it back down within about a minute or so. It's pretty good. So my heart's in good shape, breath's in good shape. So just gonna ease back into training and see how I feel over the next course of the couple weeks, and I'll kind of let you guys know how things are going. One of the things that I don't know what's gonna become of it, but one of the things I kind of had an idea of doing before I actually got sick was I normally post 3 days a week, Monday Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I was toying around with the idea of going 5 days a week, Monday through Friday, and just seeing what happens. Merely as a challenge to myself. It would be a challenge for me to make that much content for you guys, which sometimes brings a lot of cool stuff. You know, anytime I put myself into a challenging situation, kind of brings up some neat stuff. So I may do that Monday through Friday for a month, just see what happens. And so then you'll see a lot of different content, because I'm gonna have to start I have all these different ideas of stuff I've wanted to do for a while, and so they're gonna have to come out and jump into the fray of the videos. But otherwise, yeah, so I'm gonna get ready to head home and make a little meal. I'll take you guys around and show you maybe a little bit of my garden, because, well, it's not my garden, it's Jess's garden. But at nighttime, since our crop, the vegetables are starting to come in, we've got a lot of arugula, some kale, some lettuce greens and things like that, some chard, and that comes in. And so every night when I have dinner, I can go there and kind of pick up a fresh salad to go along with my meal and go from there. But yeah, guys, feeling good, and we'll see what else comes in this video. So this is Jess's garden. She has 2 little beds set up. This one, everything's grown up pretty well. So we've got what is this, thyme? And then we've got a lot of arugula. The arugula really just popped up everywhere. Got a broccoli plant, I believe. We've got some kale, some sage. This is a sweet potato. That thing's just getting bigger and bigger. That was one of the things that when we moved here, we wanted to get a little garden going. And so Jess hired this woman locally who helps set up people who maybe want to do this stuff, but they're not so handy with it, to help get them started. And she came out and helped get everything set up, and it's been pretty good so far.
Not that one.
In case you guys are curious as to what I might be eating for dinner, tonight we've got beef, rice, and egg, all mixed up together. And then I've got my little salad that I made from the stuff in the garden. And then, I don't know if you guys like these. I drink these. I really like them. They're Zevias. They kind of, if you kind of want, every now and then want that taste of soda, but you don't want all the sugars and stuff associated with soda, it's a nice option. It's got 0 calories, pretty much everything, and it's sweetened with stevia. These kind of hit the spot if you want kind of like a soda or something like that. So, but that's it. So first workout after COVID was good. I'll do a little bit of a vlog when I start rolling again, which will be tomorrow, and we'll see how that goes, and I'll kind of keep you guys updated. I posted on my Instagram that I just got back from it, and everybody's messaging me how'd it go, whatever. Like I said, for the most part, I got lucky, 48 hours, and it was basically just a light cough, and a little over a week out and back to normal basically. But we'll see how it affects my rolling in the next video, or the next time I do one of these vlogs with you. So thank you guys for joining me, and I'll see you guys next time.